Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Marvel Legends Random, part of the X-Men Villains 5-pack, and I gotta say, Random's one of my favorite character designs ever. I don't know why. I was always just drawn to it when I was a kid. I think because it's so 90s and just so out there and so interesting and cool that I was very excited when I heard that they were making a Random figure. Then I saw the figure and I was like, oh, I'm not happy about that. Not happy about that at all. Yeah. Oh man, there's so much to say. Let me just go ahead and get it off the stand and then we'll take a closer look. This guy stands just about 18 centimeters, a little shy of that to the top of the head. That's going to make him roughly 7 inches, roughly. And it's because it's basically the Thor figure that we got for a while ago, and then Hercules also, and he is a little bit taller, so that's a good thing. However, Random's supposed to be a big dude. Let me just put some images on the screen for those of you who are maybe not as familiar with the character. That's what he's supposed to look like. Big and imposing and stylized and dynamic and dramatic and just cool. Like edgy 90s cool. I don't know what I'm looking at exactly, but it's cool type of thing. And this figure is most definitely the opposite of that. I can't get behind this at all. Not only is this the goofiest looking set of hips and crotch area that they've ever made maybe, but it's front and center on this figure and it's not accurate to the source material at all. They used so much stuff, reused so much stuff that they didn't need to. This figure did not need to be a bunch of reused parts. Not at all. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the aesthetic. But first we have to do a question of the day. Did you like his character design in the comics and cartoon? I think he was only in the one cartoon, maybe he was in more. Obviously I loved it. As this figure is. If this is what he always looked like, hell no. Alright, let's look at this. To me, that face looks like a lady pretending to be a man. Not only because they gave him lipstick and purple eyelashes, but it looks like he painted on his goatee and is wearing oversized glasses on top of his super delicate fine nose to hide that he's a lady. She is a lady pretending to be a man. That's what that looks like to me. I think that is a horrible look for the character. Not good. The jacket, it's not really what he's supposed to look like. I'll give him this. The tattoo is good. His snake tattoo is good. The barbed wire over here is the softest sculpt I've ever seen. I don't know what happened there. Not good. The tattoo is good. This is not good. This area looks ridiculous. Who the heck okayed that? This figure, look at the ass. And it's not like I want him to have an ass, but you need to. Like, the legs don't go back anyway, so why does he have no ass? What is happening here? No! Bad! That's horrible. It makes this look weird because there's no ass to drop down and hide this, so you have that cut in right there. It looks so weird. That's not the right design anyway. He's supposed to be wearing like chaps of some sort, and so he doesn't have those on. He still has knee pads on underneath, by the way, that are not his knee pads. And there are sculpted straps on here, by the way, but they didn't paint them to match his knee pads, which are supposed to be wrapped all the way up above his knee. This is not the design. They did paint the buckles, I'll give them that, but that's not the design. So it looks so ridiculous. Like, there's nothing about this figure other than the tattoos that are really acceptable. I mean, I guess the jacket is acceptable, but otherwise it's not good. And by the way, I know that sometimes he's drawn with a red bandana, but almost always it's a brownish red jacket and a matching bandana. Sometimes there's red, and I get it, that's fair, but why would you pick the one thing that's very uncommon as opposed to the one thing that's very common? Whatever. And then his arm, I guess, is fine. So I'll give him that too. His arm is okay for what it is, and that's what it's supposed to look like. So that's fine. But yeah, couldn't be more disappointed really in this figure because it doesn't look at all like it's supposed to. So I'm going to give the aesthetic rating a 2 out of 10. 1 for each tattoo. I'll go 3 because the arm. So 2 tattoos in the arm are well done. So there you go. 3 out of 10 for the aesthetic. As far as the accessories go, none. Call me crazy, can't he have different shaped arms? Like, he doesn't always look like this. Doesn't he change the shape of his arm? I could be remembering completely wrong. I didn't look it up because I didn't think I was going to talk about this. isn't he able to morph the shape of his body? I think, like, not the whole body, but at least the arms. I'm pretty sure he does that. Maybe I'm wrong, but if that's the case, he should have alternate parts. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about the articulation. He has no accessories, 0 out of 10. It's a hinge ball peg, and it's functional enough. That's okay. Nothing special there. I mean, the jacket gets in the way, the head gets in the way, but otherwise it's functional, so no issues. Shoulders, limited range, same as on Hercules and Thor. So it doesn't go up to horizontal. You do get your full rotation. Bicep swivel is fine. Double jointed elbow works no problem. His biceps are a little chunky, but that's okay. No problems there. Ab crunch does go back, but it's a weird... It's not the worst one they've done, but it does create quite a gap. Goes forward nicely. That's good. Waist twist is fine. I'm trying to decide if pushing that belt up helps at all. I guess it helps some, but it's still not the right look and doesn't look good down here still. Okay, for the hips. Not only are they ugly, but they're really not functional. They don't even have 45 degrees of range. Going forward is okay. They're just about horizontal. Going back, no range. Thigh swivel is fine. Double jointed knees are okay. By the way, his lower legs are freakishly huge compared to his upper legs. He has no thigh meat. No thigh meat at all. And they're very tiny. So that's another thing. His proportions are just all over the place. Goodness gracious. Alright, and then lastly we have the ankles that go back all the way. Woo. And they go forward. Maybe if you can get it over that cuff right there, you can get them farther, but I can't right now. And then you get your ankle rocker, which is okay. So articulation's not even impressive. It's just acceptable. It's not good. It's just fine. So I'll give the articulation a 7, I get. No, a 6. The hips suck. The hips suck. Ankle is okay. I'll go, fine. 7, you guys convinced me. 7 for the articulation. For Marvel Legends, it's a 7. Alright, yeah, okay, time for the final verdict. This figure... Oh, man. Anybody who wanted a figure of Random can't be pleased with this. There's no freaking way. Let me know. Second question of the day. Did you want a Random figure? And if you did, how do you feel about this? Because I am thoroughly sad. I got the sads now. It's so bad. Man, I'm going to give this a final rating of 4 out of 10. It looks nothing like the character, and it looks like a lady trying to trick people into thinking she's a man. You know those videos on YouTube where it's like, I pretended to be a man for a day, and this is how people treated me, that kind of thing? That's what this looks like. I mean, in the face, not the rest. But goodness, thoroughly disappointed. Yeah. 4 out of 10. Alright guys, there it is. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos almost every single day and thousands already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.